Hey guys, welcome back to Miru's Gaming, and in today's video we are going to talk about 3 no skill decks of Evo Wizard that are also used by the top ladder players. Will it really be no skill, or does it require skill, and how much is it advantageous in the current arena? We are going to talk about all of that, and in order to make this video very strawberry shortcake, we are actually having only one single gameplay and all about the talks on the deck. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and without further ado, let's get on to today's agenda. So for today's video, I am actually using my first deck slot to change up all these decks, and the very first deck that I'm choosing is actually one of the top ladder decks, and it has an Evo Wizard and Evo Zap. I don't currently have all the Evo shards for Evo Zap, and most of the free-to-play players can also relate to that. I'm only using this deck to check it out in Classic 1v1, so I don't have much issues with how it is actually going to work out in the match. I just hope that I can win in first go with this one because the top player is using it. According to what I think, there are obviously 3 main win conditions for me. I mean, not namely win conditions, but 3 troops that I will be using to actually hit the tower, right, and win. That, according to me, would obviously be the Giant, the Mini P.E.K.K.A, and the Sparky. Whereas the Sparky and the Mini P.E.K.K.A will obviously be used also as a defense mechanism. But I will mainly be focusing on how to make that Giant reach the tower. Except for that, I felt like using Tornado and the Wizard. I feel like using Tornado with Executioner might have been more useful. But then again, it's an Evo Wizard deck, so what we are focusing majorly is how well does the Wizard actually play its part with backing up things, especially in the air. This does not have much air defense. Tornado is a spell. We have 3 spells overall, and a Heal Spirit, which again doesn't have that much damage, so it doesn't kill. Like the Fire Spirit, it can actually kill down a whole goblin barrel if the barrel is placed incorrectly, right? So that's what is my main issue and main concern, if whether this deck can actually go against major league decks. But in Classic 1v1, what I'm hoping for is to make that Giant reach anyway forward. If we have any small troops, small distractions, we can obviously take care of it with the Tornado and the arrows and Zap if necessary. But killing minions or bats can obviously be done only by arrows. Let's see in the game now about the Dagger Duchess. I forgot. That tower troop seems special nowadays, but let's see how she actually pairs up with this whole thing, and let's get to the match. We're up against a foreign person. Let's start by cycling the Heal Spirit. Let's go easy. Let's see. Okay, he has skeletons and Ice Spirit. I'm thinking maybe it will be a Hog Rider. If he's past the Ice Spirit, why do I feel like it's a 2.6 Hog cycle? This could easily be a 3.6 Hog cycle. Let's try to get the Wizard. Okay, now I'm kind of getting more sure that this should be a 2.6 Hog cycle. Let's save the Sparky. Great. He fireballed. Okay, that was a little late, but the Giant reached anyway. Let's give some healing to the Giant so that he can get an extra hit. There you go, it's a 2.6 Hog Rider. Okay, Mini P.E.K.K.A defense is actually best against Hog Rider decks as such. What he's trying to do is also convincing, but it didn't freeze my Mini P.E.K.K.A, and his tower is gone. That's one of the best feelings, is I still have a lot of time on my hand. We just hope. Let's see if he's actually a very smart 2.6 Hog Rider player. There are many people that actually try 2.6 Hog in 1v1 in order to master that deck, but it's actually hard. And sometimes you find 2.6 Hog Rider players so well versed that you can't even touch their towers. Like, they won't be losing anything against you. Keeping the heal spirit. Let's just hope that if I can defend this and not get all the towers out. Okay, so that fireball was clearly a sign of him giving up. But he's still using a lock, so I don't think he's actually giving up. I'd like to use some emotes at that point. You know, keeping the emotes makes the game alive more than anything else. So that was a good win in one go. I'm actually very skeptical about Sparkies. I don't usually like using Sparkies, so that's what keeps me engaged. Getting a new emote, that's nothing new. But finally my princess emote work is complete. I finally have the whole connection of the princess emotes. Every single princess emote up until now. I just recently got one of those angry emotes too. Okay, getting to the next deck. Let's not waste our time and let's get to the next deck. On to the second deck. Here we are with the Lumberjack Evo, the Wizard Evo, the Prince, Dark Prince, Mega Minion, Fireball, Zap, and Giant. So in the major deck that I saw, again the player was using Zap Evo, but I don't have Zap Evo and I had Lumberjack, so I put up Lumberjack in the Evo slot. Why should I not use it if I have it, right? So there you go, there's Lumberjack. And Lumberjack Evo with Wizard, there are again many helpful conditions here. It's much better than Sparky because Sparky is slow, it has more damage, but saving your Sparky from everything becomes harder after a certain time, right? Again, with Princess Tower, it's very much beneficial for me because Princess Tower, the hit speed, the hit point, everything looks very balanced, not at all out of nerf or anything else. Let's see how this goes. Next match up against Cake, and my first lineup already has a Lumberjack. Okay, he's using Dart Goblin, so he's probably trying to chip away at health. He will be having maybe a Princess. Oh, it's a Mighty Miner deck. Okay, maybe the Goblin. Okay, he has too many Goblins. That's for sure. Okay, he's also having Skeleton Barrel and those. Oh my gosh, that was fast. That just took me by surprise. It's a 4.0 cycle again, the deck that I'm currently using, so I think it might be hard to actually push through this. I mean, it's not even half of the match and I've already lost one of my towers because of Skelly Barrels. If you're using the Prince, I think giving it a proper defense would be more useful. Okay, he is cycling Goblin cards very fast and he has very fast cycles even on that Skeleton Barrels, right? The Royal Recruits, that's a headache because I don't have any Valkyrie on me. Is he actually thinking to chip away my tower health just by using that Dart Goblin? Okay, that's a stressful situation. Let's check out the Mighty Miner. Okay, good distraction. Oh, I feel like I want to sneeze, but it's stuck. The Prince getting stuck by these middle blockers, it just feels frustrating at times. But once the Prince reaches the tower, it just makes it worth it. Your whole match is worthwhile. Can we use both of these princes together? I don't think I can use both the princes together today. Let's push the giant with the dark prince. That's why I placed it in certain way. Okay, he's again using the skeleton barrel. He did a good effort again with the mighty miner. Let's zap him out. But I think it was pretty late. Till then, the mighty miner had already gone down a lot with my... Let's get the right side tower, but he used the goblins on the lumberjack. Now that we see it, the wizard is locked on the main tower, and the main tower is down to 200 for him. I don't have any cheap tricks to reach to the tower like he has, and that Evo skeleton barrel. That's frustrating. Once the skeleton barrel reaches... Okay, he's trying to fireball out all of that, right? And there you go. There's my Evo lumberjack. Okay, he also defended the ghost, but he couldn't save himself from all the spells that I had in my deck. Obviously, that was very satisfying, honestly. Like, getting hit, losing your tower as soon as you enter the match, and then actually ending up winning it. That's one of the best comebacks that I have ever had with a deck that I'm actually using for the very first time. Okay, and then on to the final surprise before I actually want to talk about what exactly is the deck all about, right? So let's get to the third deck. So as you can already see that this is not the first deck slot that I was using to change all these decks. This is my third deck slot, and this deck is actually one and only made by me, especially me. So I have used this deck on my main ladder, Trophy Road ladder, and I pushed through this same deck from almost Arena 7-8 up to the minor arena, so that would be 15th arena, I guess, that 15th one, right? Till then I actually used the same deck. The very first evolutions that I even unlocked were for this one deck. Like, I got the Valkyrie, the very first evolution that I ever owned as a FTP. I'm still an FTP, but anyway, it's always memorable to have your first evolutions, right? So I used all of my major assets in this game to keep up this deck, right? And this is one of my favorites because I have found many different strategies. After a while, when you use the same kind of decks again and again, you get used to many different strategies in order for a comeback or defense or attack or win from the start. This deck, let's talk about the Trinity move that I usually use. There are two main attacking systems, the Valkyrie and the Prince. The Prince and Valkyrie both are also the defending units with the backup of the Wizard and the Baby Dragon. Most of the times using the Bats and the Skeleton Army and the Bomber. These three are the best defensive units, and as they are of very less elixir value, they are very easily available to cycle. It's a 3.5 cycle with the Princess. I also use the same deck with the Dagger Duchess, and the Cannoneer doesn't work with it. Sorry, no Cannoneer. But Dagger Duchess, it works fine. Royal Chef, no, I don't think so. It doesn't work that good because the Royal Chef actually has very low hit points, right? So that's the reason why I don't use Royal Chef with it. But Dagger Duchess, it's fine. Dagger Duchess, she's okay to go with this deck, just like the Princess is okay to go with this deck. I use defense first, attack later strategy in this. Like, let's see what the opponent has to offer, and then we just push without any second thought. Once we actually reach the tower using the Prince, we always back up the Prince with two different troops, or we always keep the Valkyrie first in order to save your Prince. That's what I use. So if you're talking about a no skill deck, no skill usually means that you don't have to think before you actually place the card, but we all know that we all think before placing the card. That's impossible if the person is coming in from the right side. I won't defend with a mini P.E.K.K.A on the left side, right? So this is one not a major, but like one very minor thing that I make sure when I'm using this deck is the use of Valkyrie. How fast I'm actually cycling the Evo Valkyrie. And the faster I cycle Evo Valkyrie, the easier it gets. It defends Mega Knight decks, it defends P.E.K.K.A decks, it defends 2.6 Hog Rider decks, because I have too many nice defenses with the Skarmy and the Bats and the Bomber. So Goblin Barrel also gets good defense. I mean, others' Goblin Barrel. Our Goblin Barrel does reach the tower and gets our extra tower points for us. So it's easier for us to hit through many games. Yeah, so that's it for the introduction of this deck. I'm too much excited for this deck. Obviously, I have won countless matches, and many a times you can actually also view this deck on my shorts page, because I keep shorts with automated AI voice messages, voicing AI voicing in YouTube, and you can actually see many gameplay of this deck, because I also use this in the clan war section without any changes. Like, these 8 cards are fixed as a deck in my clan war. And okay, so let's have another gameplay, the final gameplay of this video. Okay, we're up against some Arab guy. He's using a magic archer, so I have to take care while using the skeleton army. Okay, he has a Valkyrie and an Electro Wizard. I'm guessing that it might be having a P.E.K.K.A as the major. Putting up the prince. I knew it. I am very happy at times when I can actually predict what the other card might be. Okay, he has arrows, so he can't defend the P.E.K.K.A anymore with what. The bats are not a major deal. Obviously, they don't reach the tower most of the times. It was just meant to defend. Let's wait until I think I want to release the Valkyrie now. He's using mini P.E.K.K.A. Using the Skarmy would be better, but there you go. I got a Valkyrie. And let's keep the wizard. So the wizard will clear out most of the issues. Let's keep the prince in between so that. Okay, our Valkyrie has already reached the right hand side tower. Up until then, I was so busy defending the left side that I actually forgot all about the right side. That guy let my Valkyrie reach there. Going with the Goblin Barrel. There you go. There he wasted his arrows. So he won't be able to use his arrows again when I keep my Skarmy against the P.E.K.K.A. We are on 2x now. Let's see if we can push with the Valkyrie. Oh, he already has an Evo. Okay, keeping the Valkyrie up front. How are we gonna defend this P.E.K.K.A is kind of tricky. Obviously that now he has Valkyrie Evo. He's thinking maybe he can get rid of everything else. Did you just see where I kept the prince, especially in order to change? Now we have the Valkyrie Evo, and obviously it will save us a lot of time, but it can't save us when he has 2 different tower troops. Okay, great. That was obviously a move that we need to defend our tower. Let's just keep spamming till we can actually win. I love using emotes. So that was one point of the match where we always desperately hold on to win, right? Okay, and that's it for this gameplay. We'll talk about the conclusion to the ending parts, right? And in conclusion, in ending this whole thing, the whole idea about the Evo Wizard no skill 3 decks, my major idea behind this whole thing was, can we actually play with single Evo Wizard evolution if I didn't have any Zap Evo taking up different kind of challenges is something that I really enjoy while playing Clash Royale. And now that I'm actually focusing completely on content creation and becoming a gamer, I want to enjoy a lot of time playing games that I have actually been treasuring for a very long time. So Clash Royale is one of those. I have been playing this over a year now, and I've actually now thinking to play another Supercell games, right? You might also know that I play Clash of Clans now, but obviously, I actually very much enjoy Clash Royale a lot. Talking about the Evo Wizard, according to me, it's a very fair and square kind of an evolution. And now that even if it is given for free, it didn't get much nerfed. The Evo Wizard, according to me, is a very balanced Evo, and it can be very much useful in most decks, starting from lower ladder of Trophy Road to higher levels for anyone, and it's used by most players even in Ultimate Champion. So I wish you luck. I wish you can also share your decks in the comment section. If I actually find decks in my deck series, actually I'm making a whole deck series about this no skill, right? I'm thinking to use these decks that I have in for the no skill challenges, the no skill challenge series, the complete series. And you can actually share your favorite Evo deck. And if I actually find the comment with that deck, I would love to try it, and I would make a different video about the whole trying out the decks in my comment section. And that should be released on maybe every week, one day, Tuesday or Wednesday. Maybe we'll see. If you just comment, then we will see if that deck can be used or not. Okay, and except for that, I hope you enjoy playing, and I'll see you in the arena. And up until then, bye.